not the two politicians.
Absolutely. I'd like to continue this discussion. I request the guests to stay on with us. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin had earlier at the leaders' meeting stated that there are certain understandings that were reached during his summit in Alaska with Donald Trump. He stated that this could open the path to resolve the war with Ukraine. Putin also expressed appreciation for efforts and proposals from both China and India, as well as other strategic partners to facilitate peace. Let's listen in to his comments.
Мы широко ценим усилия и предложения Китая, Индии, других наших стратегических партнеров, призванные содействовать урегулированию украинского кризиса. Отмечу, что понимание, достигнутое на недавней российско-американской встрече в Верхах на Аляске, надеюсь, также идут в этом направлении, открывая дорогу к миру на Украине. В ходе намеченных сегодня и завтра двусторонних встреч я, безусловно, проинформирую коллег более детально и подробно о результатах переговоров на Аляске. Пользуясь случаем, хочу сказать, что таких же подходов российская сторона придерживается и в отношении кризиса вокруг Украины. Напомню в этой связи, что этот кризис возник не в результате нападения России на Украину, а в результате государственного переворота на Украине, который был поддержан и спровоцирован Западом. А затем попытками с помощью вооруженных сил подавить сопротивление тех регионов Украины и тех людей на Украине, которые этот переворот не приняли, не поддержали.
I'd like to rope in Mr. Dr. Rao back into the conversation. Even though Putin has made these statements, Kremlin has not until now really given any indication of coming to the negotiating table in order to end the war. On the other hand, we see Donald Trump is eyeing the Nobel Peace Prize, and he's not been very subtle about it. He does have his personal considerations as well, even while mooting for a trilateral. We've recently seen a defense ministers meeting of European nations take place in Denmark. They'd gathered to discuss security guarantees for Ukraine. So in this context, how urgent is it for Europe to outline these guarantees?
Europe's decisions to possibly send troops into Ukraine is understandable because Ukraine's military is collapsing. However, if they proceed on that path, their troops will be decimated. The Russians have made no secret of the fact that they will destroy any incoming European so-called peacemakers. I'd like to take issue with the comments of a fellow panelist in England who is saying that he would be ready to mediate, that all you need is common sense. I disagree. You have to have some area knowledge. You have to know the situation on the ground. You have to know what's going on in Russia itself, which he admits to be ignorant about. I assure you that Russia is doing quite well, and the inflation that's reported in Russia is nothing like what we experience in Western Europe and here in Belgium with food prices and energy and so forth. Russia is winning this war. He is ignorant of that, and you cannot bring the parties together when you don't know the real situation on the ground, which he doesn't, and I excuse him, because Western media would not allow you to know what is really going on, with rare exceptions. So the situation is, I say, Russia is winning this war. Mr. Putin's remarks at the conference in Tianjin were diplomatic, which means they were meant to sound kindly and to sound reasonable, when the reality is that Russia does not need and does not want any intervention from any parties, including India, to try to end the war. Russia is doing what Mr. Borrell said it should do. It is fighting this war on the ground, and the outcome of the war is being decided on the ground, not by the talking shops.
Indeed, I'd request our guests to stay on with us because we're tracking some breaking developments now. We're learning that days after a federal appeals court in the United States ruled that most of the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration are not